have another guest overanalyzing this episode today. You all know Nick, whether you've seen his animations or his funny edits, and if not, link to his channel in the description below.
The Jedi have been unable to stop separatist...
Aha, at last! It's weird, long, other boo. This is the first time in the show where we see, Recusant class light destroyer. Why are all of these names so weird anyway?
The Jedi can never predict where Grievous will strike next. Until now.
I think you meant until he's right fucking there. Side note, dude, I love Horn Company. Their colors always just looked so sick.
Status report.
There's too many of them!
What are we going to do?
I will deal with Grievous here.
But sir, they're commando droids!
Captain Locke and his men just lost all of their paint jobs, and they weren't even currently fighting commando droids. I like how there's a naval officer hiding in the back right. You can actually see one here and here where he gets knocked out.
So Eth Koth, I always found this dude rather interesting. I always wanted him to be some sort of long-lost brother to Darth Maul, but alas, never to be. He is a Zabrak though, obviously, I guess. But did you guys know this dude right here was originally supposed to be the Grand Master in Episode 1? Yeah, apparently before Mace and Yoda took the helm, it was going to be this guy. Which, with Darth Maul, can you guys imagine? That would have been dope. Also, apparently the concept artist originally designed him as basically an exact replica of Doug Chang, who's the senior vice president and design director of Lucasfilm. Although they wound up using a different guy for his actual actor in the movies, Hassan Shapi. And during episode 2, he was supposed to be in the Geonosis arena scene, but they couldn't get a hold of Mr. Shapi over there because dude apparently said Star Wars, who dat, and pieced out of there after they nerfed him on the Jedi Council Grand Master thing, and then they wound up recasting him with someone else. But the guy looked so different from the other one that they just said, you know what? We're making this guy a new character altogether. Agent Kolar. Yet they had no problem turning Kit Fisto into coked out, drug-looking mess. Side note, Koth and Kit Fisto just so happen to also have the same lightsaber hilt. Also, side note, Kolar is the dude from Revenge of the Sith in the Palpatine scene. Jedi. Were you expecting someone else? I feel like we haven't seen Commandos in forever. Realistically, it's been since Rookies? Oh yeah, and Ryloth, but still. Love these Link-looking motherfuckers. I want to point out that this dude can take a blast to the arm and keep fighting, no problem. Yet you guys took this guy with you instead to arrest Palpatine? One of his talents in the Force was a power called Crucitorn? Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's a technique used for transcending physical pain, apparently. I guess Zabraks in general have great endurance for pain, which makes sense for Maul, and Koth here in a minute, actually. Well, shit. Sorry, dude.
Koth, isn't it? I've been looking forward to meeting you.
You see how easy it is to give this guy a proper amount of care? This little cat jump and smugness is just enough to make you think, hey, this guy doesn't look like a twirly mustachio dumbass. He's kind of creepy, and I don't like it. I don't think they needed to make him massacring Jedi every 5 seconds, but handling him with a little respect just goes a long way in my opinion. The lighting and whatnot help too, I guess.
Your reputation precedes you, General. Reputation of a coward and a murderer.
Is it murder to rid the galaxy of you, Jedi?
Depends on who you ask, I guess.
Dr. Nouveau
If you pay close enough attention, you'll notice that this is also the same hilt as Koth and Fisto. This one, I don't know yet. No, guys, we're not doing this today.
There's a lot of new Jedi that were created for this episode. Aside from Eth Koth and Adigalia, we also get to see Sora Bulk and Terra Sanube. This was even before his other episode came out.
Yeah, where did he come from, though? He wasn't in the room to begin with, and we never saw him walk in. My bad, as you were.
The Mon Cala and Twi'lek Jedi are Ikar Oki and Finn Urte. No, not that Finn. Both of whom are the Jedi Masters of the Lost Padawans in the Season 3 finale. Finn actually ends up getting killed by Darth Maul in Season 5, and then we have that Ruan Jedi, Master Halsey, in the back, who ends up getting killed by Savage Opress. Both Eth Koth and Sora Bulk were actually killed off in the expanded universe, but George Lucas wanted to bring them back into the Clone Wars. Oh, and this is also the first scene where we get to see Anakin and Grievous in the same shot. No wonder Anakin thinks Grievous is shorter than he expected.
I don't know who these two ugly little fuckers are, but I love watching them run all up on Barriss and Ahsoka right right here. Cute, ugly little fuckers. They also make an appearance in the show later on with Sanube in Lightsaber Lost. I like how they play off this, oh, look at Barriss and Ahsoka. They really do hang out and are friends, I promise. But outside of this season, we almost get none of that. And it's too bad we couldn't get like 3 more episodes of the 2 of them to sell us on this whole eventual betrayal thing. I mean, I really can't say how far in advance they probably had it mapped out. Knowing Dave, it was a while. So who knows whether it just came to be by like season 4 or whatever as a last minute decision, but missed opportunity. Also, wait, what the hell are these kids doing in here anyway? Get them out of this room.
Greetings, Jedi. One of your order has lost his way. A leading member of your Jedi Council. I do not care about your politics. I do not care about your republic. I only live to see you die.
I think this episode makes him at least look a little more badass, but I don't know. I still think they could have made his dialogue a little less twirly mustachio there than they had to for whatever reason. Like, at this point, assuming you have no expanded universe material, just the films and show, why should you want that? What, because you work for Count Dooku? When people knock on Dave for messing with the EU and other stuff, even though George was sitting right there too, it doesn't really matter to me since, yeah, I was one of those people that never got into anything EU back then. But what I can comfortably say irks me about Dave, and yeah, I guess George here too, is that they don't give us any real displays of like, what does Grievous actually do or want? Or what was life like before his asthma attack? It's like they get their big toe in the freezing ass water of making Grievous anything like the 2003 series, and they're like, oh, Jesus, fuck, no, never mind, too cold. Back to twirly mustache villain. Ah, thank Christ, you stupid green bugger. You know, I wonder who's uglier. That little Twilight girl who's absolutely not Hera, by the way, guys, or these two. Look at those nails. Someone get these guys a Jedi nail clipper. Jeez. Them and Plo Koon doing nail bumps in the bathroom all day out here, I swear.
Away with the younglings. Much there is to discuss.
All right, first of all, what is this? What were they all doing in this room? The younglings, I mean. Was this just like a casual day at the, Tom's room? Does this room with the terrible ass flooring we've already talked about have a name? And then Grievous just sends a DM and no one thought to get them out of there sooner? Also, why am I just now noticing that Sanube has this big ass tail? How do you miss something like that this whole time?
It's time somebody finally put an end to that monster.
How to find him? The question remains.
Ah, Wolf, my boy. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we've seen him with this cool new eye and his Kratos scar also, and Anakin, which I don't get. You have all this technology and only some people get their scars completely removed like Kylo Ren? I swear, when you stop and think about some of that kind of stuff, it's like, how does technology actually increase incrementally in this universe? I feel like Old Republic technology is basically the same until the prequels, and then everything just skyrockets in advancements in comparison, and then pummels to new lows with the Empire times, only to bounce back up in time to give Adam Driver perfect skin. And
Commander Wolf has found a message in the holo transmission.
Look, hand signals.
sometimes, I swear, he's such a fucking dork.
My skills are rusty, but Seleucami system, sector J19.
Yeah, real rusty.
The intelligence reported Grievous has no ships near that sector.
But so often inaccurate. Our intelligence is.
Oh, that's rich coming from you, mister. I can sense exactly where Cad Bane is at any given time. Also, Addie Gallia over here, you know who else her voice actress, Angelique Perrin, plays? You know that big-ass Mama the Hutt?
Who invited you?
Well, lower that pitch down, and guess what? That's her too. She also voices the Spa Droids, SND1 and BON1.
Hello.
And Talia of the Night Sisters. Crazy, right? You know what else is crazy about Addie Gallia? I think she's the first person ever in this show to say, May the Force be with you. God, what a missed opportunity. Coruscant always looks so shitty in this show, I swear. Also, this is another first ship for this show. This is the first time seeing a Republic light cruiser also, with this weird-ass waistline it's got going on. Actually, this one's new to the show too. It's a Jedi Ambassador shuttle, and this is also its first appearance. Nice. Just some of that classic overanalyzing stuff. Okay, never mind. I guess it's just the side that's facing the sun that looks terrible. But you know what? It's actually a nice touch that they did that.
I shall engage the Separatist fleet and send you the coordinates of Grievous's command ship.
How do you plan on getting Grievous aboard your ship?
We got a fucking magician on our hands, everybody. This guy definitely wasn't there just a second ago in the back.
We will find him.
Sir, we have entered the Seleucami system.
Yeah, I always hated this tactical droid's voice, and you know what? You know who it is? Apparently it's Matt Lanter, and I don't know. I can't hear it at all.
There are several ships coming out of hyperspace.
Are they Republic or Separatist?
Fuck yeah! Republic.
Your compassionate friends have come to rescue you.
Boy, that wasn't a very graceful transition in the music score. Something tells me that that was definitely a commercial break back in the day.
One of the Republic ships is hailing us.
Put him through.
General.
Hold up.
I don't know. It's too hard to read. Maybe next time.
Fun fact, this scene actually becomes part of an ad bumper for Cartoon Network's Friday Night of Action.
General, you have an Evite. Cartoon Network is hosting a party at the end of the week. Scroll the replies.
Roger, roger.
No, hate him, hates me. Why hang out with a bunch of Jedi scum when I can stay home and polish my lightsaber collection?
This was back when Cartoon Network was at its prime.
I knew one day I'd catch up to you.
I assume you are here to bring me to justice.
You know me too well.
Indeed I do.
Short, sweet, to the point, and not so much twirly mustachio. Clearly not a lot to ask for.
Be alert. Where there is Kenobi, you will always find Skywalker not far behind.
Oh shit, I found him.
I suggest caution.
Wait, I forgot there are two of them.
This is getting out of hand.
I actually can't remember which one is Matt Lanter. I definitely don't think he was both, but I can't really tell.
I want to board that vessel.
Well, we certainly have his attention.
Commence attack. All ships fire at will.
You know what? Screw it. It's been a while since we've enjoyed a good old... But this shot of Yularen has to be a callback to Captain Nita in Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, sir.
I recognize that cockpit anywhere. At least it's the same ship this time as the first time we saw it in Cloak of Darkness. Even the dirt in the window checks out. I can't believe that shit's the same. All the lights are the same too, in the order that they've been on, but just like Brain Invaders, this is an improved version of the Cloak of Darkness ship, including the stars. Season 1 couldn't even get the stars to look like stars of the wars in the stars. And then you have this thing.
How close are you going to jump in next to Grievous's ship?
Pretty close.
Define pretty close.
Close enough to get the job done.
Prepare a boarding party.
Tractor beam has us, sir.
Let them think they have us.
Was that close enough for you?
Any closer and we'd be flying down hallways.
Next time.
He's right.
See, the green-ass windows I get, they kind of remind me of Dooku's crib on Sereno anyway, but the green LED floor lighting is a choice, and it's a total vibe up in one of these ships, man. Any Austin or Internet Pit Stop would be proud of this room.
Master Koth is located on the bridge.
We need to keep Grievous on this ship until General Skywalker is clear.
Is it weird that 2 of these are blue and 2 are green? What is this? And the synchronization and the ease they cut, is this just a lightsaber animation normally just being used for the droids right now? It's weird, right?
So somehow the Magna Guards made it past Cody and all of his men? I guess they all went down a different hallway or something.
Not only that, dude, look at the distance that chunk of wall went. I mean, hang on. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there were any explosions on the other side. I don't see any smoke or ash or whatever. You're telling me they just pushed that thing out without the Force?
So, Kenobi, is everything going as planned?
That depends on your point of view.
Do you think Skywalker has rescued Master Koth yet?
Got him.
Surprise.
Not exactly.
Hello, ugly.
The General's description of your tactics have been 100% accurate. Impressive, even by my standards.
Even the Matt Tickle droid. Oh god, that was terrible. Even the tactical droid likes this episode's Grievous better than the old one.
Your plans have come to ruination.
But in the final accounting, what does all the talk get you? A mutilated body? Your place is Dooku's errand boy.
I'm no errand boy. I am the leader of the most powerful droid army the galaxy has ever seen.
What have you to show for all your power? What have you to gain?
The future, where there are no Jedi.
I'm not gonna start complaining again, but come on, dude.
The story of Obi-Wan Kenobi ends here.
Yeah, if only that were true, Grievous old pal. Anakin over here getting future PTSD for the time his skull is gonna shine through his Darth Vader suit. If you slow this down, there's a single frame where his skull, X-ray thing, doesn't move, and the rest of his head does. I don't know if that checks out or not on how that works, but I just thought you guys ought to know.
One more step and your friend will die. Ha, ha, ha. No.
Your friend shall die, Kenobi, and you shall soon follow.
Got to get it.
I don't I don't understand.
Where's Grievous?
If everything's gone according to plan, he's on board Obi-Wan's ship.
He's been captured?
If we can cut off his escape, there's a good chance of that.
A long-winded way of just saying, no, he hasn't been.
Surrender, General.
Grievous is headed back to his ship.
You both go. I have to disagree with you on that one. Master Galia, I'll get Eth back to the shuttle.
May the Force be with you.
Huh. Weird that Anakin isn't the one going. It seems weird, doesn't it? Yeah, George Lucas said you weren't allowed to meet Anakin yet.
Grievous is headed your way.
For some reason on Disney Plus, all of the lightsaber spinning effects remove the white center. It kind of makes the whole thing look really weird. I guess they did it to prevent seizures, but it still doesn't look right.
Yeah, geez, if you didn't say anything, I wouldn't have noticed, because apparently the version that I'm using still has the white in the middle. Weird.
The ships are still attached.
It doesn't matter.
Hello there.
Never stops giving me nightmare fuel vibes when he I swear.
Until we meet again, Kenobi.
And now that last 212th trooper lost his paint job as well. Well, at least he survived, I guess. Wait, did he survive? I think they forgot to animate him boarding the ship. Let's just say he survived and that he was totally the same clone who punched Grievous in the face.
I think that was him. He totally survived. It's canon now, at least.
We can still catch him.
Anakin's leaving. We'll be trapped on the ship.
How the turntables.
Usually it's Anakin getting caught up in this position. Neat.
We're in a bit of a spot and we need a way off of Grievous's ship.
I'll pick you up.
It's kind of weird having the droids being the alerts on the intercom, right? For instance, on the Malevolence, it's just normal-ass Matt Wood, which kind of worked better in my opinion.
Railjet departing.
All right. Just checking. And here we have our standard Separatist bridge asset, as seen in episodes like Dooku Captured, now featuring a railway sidewalk above and new sliding metal doors.
We'll have to land and follow them.
There must be several landing sites.
You'll have to command the space battle while Rex, Cody, and I head to the surface.
Sure you can handle this on your own?
I think I can manage.
Well, your track record doesn't really say much so far, so I don't know. Hey, I know this song.
I like that they added the ARF troopers from the Geonosis arc in the background of the hangar. Makes sense since this is Obi-Wan's cruiser, and that these episodes were made around the same time.
Yeah, I don't see any of my blonde boys yet, though.
You all took a great risk rescuing me.
You're welcome, Master Hoth.
Grievous is still at large. I would have gladly given my life if it meant bringing that monster to justice.
At least we all live to fight another day.
Dude is right. You guys really play a little too loose depending on the Jedi of what to do and what to sacrifice. And do we risk saving anything? 1 second, some of you are all like, whatever happens, happens. It's too hard. And then the next, you risk countless lives over a droid.
I really like it when Clone Wars episodes focus on other Jedi aside from the main cast. It's always cool getting to see how they fight, how they speak, and how their clone troopers are designed. I'd say that this is a pretty classic episode of the Clone Wars.
For me, my favorite part is probably Grievous. I know. It's just always been an episode that feels a little bit more on the threatening side of him. Not in what he does or says exactly, but probably a little bit what he doesn't do or say. It's sparing moments, but hey man, I'll take whatever I can get up in the show. There's little pickings in that regard. Patron shoutouts. If you want to watch OSW early, then consider becoming a patron. Link in the description down below. The biggest shoutouts ever to be shouted go to
Trackmare, whom a 3-week-old year, the ice cream cone of the entire year. Once a master Jedi, now frozen dairy. My love for this guy is hella scary. And then Mr. Snuffle, do the ice cream shovel. Keeps his ninja gadgets in a duffel bag, whom I'm glad to have, cause he's a real one. Certified badass until time is done.
Guys, I'm not a rapper, okay? But I really want to thank the two of you for being by far my biggest supporters from the beginning. I love you guys. More shoutouts go out to my single commander, the infamous William Lynch, who flew out of the ship that had Grievous in it, only to realize he could have the Force too if he tried to move a cup hard enough and miraculously space swam his way back to safety aboard the ship before they departed off screen. And I can't forget about my Master Jedis, Devil Boy X, the most devilish boy ever to exist in the Grand Army of the Republic, secretly the architect behind a giant bubblegum statue of Palpatine in his barracks on Kamino. Marcus Fleischer, one of the only Jedi to dethrone Master Kenobi in a drinking contest, also the only one in the Order to have a sick-ass beard like me. Nephorax, a medic aboard Yularen's ship who managed to amputate their own leg and single-handedly perform major surgery on themselves to get a cool new droid leg. RMC Nasty 01, who saw the whole procedure and was so grossed out by the whole thing they puked all over the place. Either that or them and Marcus partied a little too hard that night. Salsis Volpace, who prides himself on being able to eat at least 1,000 ice cubes in a row without getting brain freeze afterwards. And Varium, intrigued by that fact, offered them a full-time position on their new spacefaring ice cream ship just to watch it in person. Man, this ice cream business is really panning out for you, dude. More huge shoutouts to my Jedi Knights, Nitro Quack and Taco Llama. I want to take a second to appreciate all the patrons that have ever patroned. Whether it's $1 or $1 million, I love you and I appreciate all of your support. We've come a long way and we still have a long way to go, but I love you guys. And also a big shout out to Nick for joining me on this episode. Like I said, guys, go check out his channel. It's good stuff. And I know, sorry it's been so long. No promises. I thank you all for your support and I guess I'll see you when I see you. I love you guys.
It's baby